Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live for the iRacing British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship Winter Series. We're in the Mazda MX-5. We're at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, and well, I tell you what, this could be a cracking race. Such a long track, and these MX-5s providing such fantastic racing. Presiding over the action, myself, Andrew Woodhouse, alongside Adam Bath and iRacing World Championship driver Alex Simpson. And Alex, I know you love Spa, you've been here many times. Not in the Mazda though, I'd wager.
No, not so much, I have to say. I don't think, my Mazda racing pretty much consists of Lime Rock Park, Okayama, and just recently as well, Sebring. But yeah, that's it, I think.
That didn't last a very long time either.
No, it didn't.
Bloody commentators, they can't drive, can they?
That's it.
I think that's the problem. Adam, I'll tell you what, we had a great meeting at Okayama, didn't we, last week? 4 great races, so much action. And, well, it'll be tough to beat that even here, won't it?
I think we might just be able to top it here at Spa. I was covering the action on Sunday for the opening race meeting of the MX-5 Cup there, and I don't know if you saw it on the Facebook page, but we had Ash Sutton go from about outside the top 30 on the grid to about 6th by the end of the opening lap of race 3. That's how much action we can have here, and I'm expecting to see many overtakes on the opening lap over the 4 races that we've got coming up tonight.
I know it's a long track, Alex, but that was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
I was just watching, the highlights of Ash winning the race at Croft last year in the BTCC, and tell you what, that was impressive. But what he did in the MX-5 last week was just phenomenal. He'll be hoping to, well, he won't be hoping to repeat some of that because I don't think he's on the grid tonight. So there we go. Who is on the grid though is Andreas Katz, and he. So far in qualifying, he's 1.3 seconds faster than his competition. And we mentioned, Alex, last week that Katz has done a lot of Mazda racing. But really, did we expect him to be this quick?
I think it's a bit of a surprise, to be honest. Let's say we knew he was quick in this car, but yeah, really, definitely over like the media day and the first round seems to be the driver to beat out there. So. Yeah, all those guys will have to step it up somewhat if they're gonna challenge him.
He took a couple of races last week, Adam, didn't he? And also Stefan Hoog winning one as well. The other winner has slipped my mind, so I apologise to whoever that was.
It was probably Sunday. I think Steve Hefford winning. He won one of them, but yeah.
Stallion won one as well, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
No, that could be it. We apologise, guys. I haven't had time to do any preparation. I literally just walked through the door. So, hello, everybody. But no, this is going to be great. 4 rounds tonight. We have got 4 6-lap races with 11 incidents apiece. The organisers, rightly so, in my opinion, keeping the incident limit at 11 after last week. To me, Alex, you have to make the effort to work with that limit that you've got. And once everybody does it, the racing can only be better for it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's it's a different car, so obviously the field very much used to driving the Kia out there, obviously being able to go wheel to wheel and sort of save the car, planting that right foot. But yeah, so once they get back up to speed and get used to sort of driving, in these large fields with this car, then I'm sure they're going to have no problems as well. So they've just got to calm it down a bit. That's all it is.
But Spa, though, is a brutal racetrack when it comes to incidents, isn't it?
Well, yes. Yeah. So, I mean, the off-tracks alone are going to make it tricky, I think. But I think they'll be okay. But just have to be very, very careful on those opening laps, not to pick up, like, two 4Xs or something like that.
You need to stay within the confines of the track. That's what it's all about. If you know the off-tracks are severe, you have to adjust your driving style accordingly. And for me, if you raise the incident limit, it just opens up to just what you said, Adam, the other night in the Spa race that you were broadcasting here on Apex Racing TV. The chrome horn can be used liberally otherwise.
Yeah, I think we saw that on a couple of occasions at the very end.
20 incidents. I mean,
20 incidents was quite a big amount, more than we usually get.
You might as well just let people just fight to the death out there with 20 incidents. Like Destruction Derby on the PS1, Alex.
Good times.
Yeah, except when all the other cars decided to go for you. It feels like that sometimes on iRacing, I think, as well. But we digress on that one. We've got 44. I think we've got 45 cars taken to the grid here so far, and somebody's spinning in Huon, and that's Pete Newman. So his qualifying's over. Except it's been quite a fruitful one for him. P2 at the moment, 249.755. 249. This is the longest lap that we go to in this championship, I believe, and yeah, it just shows the speed difference, even with the Kia Optima, Alex.
Yeah, it actually shows you how quick that Kia is. You know. Put it up
Well, that was doing
these
220s, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah. So.
We mentioned last week the Challenger driving the rear-wheel drive car as opposed to the front-wheel drive car. What are you going to notice the most on this particular track with that combination, Alex?
Actually, I think coming off the corners, this is going to be a lot nicer around here because the car want to rotate around a little bit. So corners, Puon, especially like there, no-name corner, that sort of stuff. You know, the car won't want to understeer onto the off-track. So actually, once they're up to speed with the car, it should be easier to keep it within the confines of the track limits. But yeah, it's just as equal to get the car a little bit loose as well, you know. So as crazy as it seems in these MX-5s, but you can just plant that right foot, and sometimes it'll bite you.
We've seen a few cars biting the dust in qualifying, Adam, such as Stelian Chepelevsky, and well, you know, you can have big accidents around this track.
Yeah, some big places to go off, especially Eau Rouge. We'll be going there flat out away from the line. We're starting on the Grand Prix circuit finish line there, so watch out for that. Cesare Rizzo also not setting a time in qualifying. Matt Bunn as well. Julian Janowski also not setting a time as well. Chepelevsky needs to get a bit of a move on as well, because I think he just put in a time. I think he might.
Oh, he's out of qualifying, I believe, isn't he? Because he crashed.
Oh, he's just put time in third though.
He was third before that, I think.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, he's 15th in the championship. Hadn't had the best start to the season. He had a collision with Ash Sutton in race 1, which put him out of the race there. And he had to fight back really after that. He was able to get 15th in the standings. We'll run you through them, actually. We think we've got enough time. Andreas Katz leading Simon Field by 17 points. Stefan Hoogs in third. David Baker in fourth for CQR S-Line. Jack McIntyre in fifth. Sixth, Lee Berridge with Christian Rose in 7th, Roy Verke 8th, Kip Stevens 9th, Nick McCarron in 10th. Some other notables: Diogo Melrose in 12th, Stan Hunt's in 14th, with Stelian Chepelevsky in 15th, Julian Janowski 19th, and some other names. We've got Ash Sutton, who's not racing tonight, he's in 25th in the standings, and some other drivers as well. We've got the grid on the screen as well. We'll run you through that. It's a big one. Andreas Katz is on the pole. Pete Newman second, Stelian Chepelevsky starting on the second row of the grid with Dan Hunt next to him. Richard Gore's in 5th with Dries Nis in 6th, Jamie Ayres in 7th, Alex Malensky starting in 8th, Kip Stevens in 9th, and Jackie Lotterman rounding out the top 10. Steve Hefford in 11th, Andy Scheel in 12th, Stefan Hugford in the championship starts in 13th, Christian Rose in 14th, Diogo Melro in 15th, 16th for Tristan Bodis. Simon Field, second in the championship, starts 17th, 18th for Mark Woodhouse. Martin Johnston in 19th and 20th for Lorne Murray. Scott Malcolm starting in 21st with his teammate Rob Graham in 22nd. Stuart Atkinson in 23rd with Rory Butcher, 24th. 25th, Forster Matern with John Roberts in 26th. 27th for Jason Greenfield, 28th Michael Blake, 29th Max Wright and Jack McIntyre in 30th. Jay Wright in 31st with Simon Roden starting in 32nd. Joel Martinson, the last car to set a time, in 33rd. Ewan Janowski not setting a time. Laura Bond 35th. Roy Verke 36th. Steve Richardson 37th. Stuart McFadden in 30th.
You've missed Nathan Davis there.
I've missed Nathan Davis, apologies. There we go, 37th. Steve Richardson 38th. Good to see you keeping an eye on me there. Stuart McFadden 39th and Andrew Whitehead in 40th. Peter Van Gool in 41st. Matt Bunn in 42nd. Cesare Rizzo in 43rd. Dave Christie 44th. And Lewis Bibby rounding out the 45 car grid. He's starting on the apex of the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, not always a great place to start. Alex, that proves we shouldn't leave Adam to his own devices all the time.
No, he's fallible. Not very often. I mean,
like
that's pretty impressive. One wrong in 45. So,
what are you betting? Andreas Katz leads the championship. Is it a foregone conclusion, or can you never really say that with the slipstreaming effect round here?
No chance. No
It
chance
sounds
at
like
all.
sounds like they're ready to go.
They are.
Green.
And a green flag flies at Spa for round 5 of the season in the BSR Winter Series. Good start by Andreas Katz, and following him Stelly and Chepelewski, so the two Apex Racing UK cars taking a good advantage. But now Pete Newman is going to try and slipstream Chepelewski down the straight towards Eau Rouge, but it's going to be up the Kemmel Straight that we're going to see this sea of Kia Optimas, I nearly said, MX-5s. Up the hill through Eau Rouge, there's a crash. There's a crash on the way down to Eau Rouge. You can see some smoke. Oh, there's a bit of a pile up there. There's cars rolling down the track. Oh no, somebody's in a parked car.
I'm in Roden. Oh no.
Oh, that's Whitehead.
That was Andrew Whitehead.
Into Nathan Davis.
That's got a slowdown penalty as well.
Katz has got a slowdown.
Chepelewski is leading, but Hunt's going around the outside of him into Lake Com, so Hunt at 3 positions already. Katz, where has he dropped down to? He's dropped down to 3rd place, so the slowdown hasn't hurt him that much.
Did get a proper slowdown. I think he would have been well and truly out of there. Off goes, somebody goes very wide. I'm not sure who that was.
I saw another car going really slow, and actually I think it wasn't, it was Katz. I think it was somebody else, so yeah, not sure who that was.
Tristan Bodis just ahead of Martin Johnson, who's under pressure from Robert Graham. So Robert Graham going through, or trying to go through for Automate through the corner with no name, sometimes known as Liège, and then they're going down to Pouhon. Very fast corner, this Pouhon, one of the best on the circuit, and good driving there from Martin Johnson to just ward off Robert Graham.
Side by side.
Who were the casualties of the first lap? You know what, we'll find that out actually when they come
Max
round.
Wright, Jay Wright, Simon Roden, Yudin Janowski, and Nathan Davis.
Okay, thank you, Alex. There you go.
Oh, a little bit of
yeah, I heard something. Yeah,
a little bit of contact there. Kip Stevens in a battle with Stefan Hoog, that is, I think.
Yeah, it is. Hoog up the inside.
Daniel Hunt taking the lead as well. It's Stefan Hoog. It's just like old times, Adam, at the front of the championship with Katz, Chepelewski, Baker, and Stefan Hoog.
Yeah, throwback to season 6. All we need is Wojciech Savidovic, and we've got the full set. Side by side in front of those two, we've got Jamie Ayres and Diogo Melro, two newcomers to the series. Oh, and contacts, and off goes Melro, and a bit of contact with Hoog along the way.
It's Melro.
Oh,
everyone's skidding to avoid the accident as well.
Spun.
It's another CQR car. It's who is it? It's Martin Johnson.
Martin Johnson. Oh, and he does a burnout and covers the car. Oh, look at the crabbing there. Melrose car crabbing appallingly into the bus stop, and one of the Martini cars has to avoid. I think that was
Laura Bond.
Laura Bond. Bond caught up in the crash at Eau Rouge. Absolute chaos on this first lap here at Spa. I think we did expect that, to be honest. There's a car smoking in the pit lane. I don't know who that is, but it's not a very healthy looking motor at all. Who's completed lap 1 then in one piece?
Smolenski and Gore that are very close together going for Eau Rouge. This is over 6th and 7th. Richard Gore getting onto the back of the nearly Winter Series champion a few years ago, and side by side behind them they've got Jamie.
Here comes Katz.
Yep, old Katz as well for the lead.
Katz going for the lead into Lecom. The inside, and that's pretty straightforward for Andreas Katz, using the slipstream of the Mazda MX-5 to get through pretty easily on Daniel Hunt, and it really does mean that sort of like a Moto 3 race, really, Adam.
That's a great battle further back though, the one we were watching with Gore, Hefford and Lotman, so 2 by 2 going through Lecum there as well. Awesome.
Lotman's round the outside of Richard Gore through Rivage and then into corner with no name. Oh! Lotman nearly loses it. Good reactions from Richard Gore. And you've also got the 54 car of Steve Hefford. He's trying to take advantage as well of Lotman. Hefford, who was quick last week, up the inside. Through he goes. Hefford, who took a victory, didn't he, last week at Okayama. Looking very strong indeed.
Yeah, just back to what you were saying, it is literally like a Moto 3 race. You think Katz is through and he'll be able to pull away? You're very wrong. He'll be hunted down by Dan Hunt in the not too distant future. The gap between them is just under 0.2 of a second. That shows you right there that Andreas Katz is not able to break away. It is a 6-lap race, so we've actually gone back to laps rather than time for this race meeting, and when we get to line there'll be 4 laps to go.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it's legal to hunt cats, but that's what Daniel's doing at the very moment, and he's going to go through, is he? Before Blanchimont even, as he gets a great run. He's cleared him already, and this slipstream, Alex, you may see multiple overtakes on the same straight at this point.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, here comes Katz already fighting back. Maybe a look around the outside. Hunt certainly has to defend the inside. But yeah, around the outside, Katz goes. So
right?
Just thank you very much. And Stellion actually getting a good run as well, coming off of the bus stop.
Hunt didn't exactly nail the cutback there, Adam, but he did get a really good run and the slipstream. He's got the outside now for La Source.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think Katz might be at a disadvantage here because Hunt will have the superior exit and the better run up Eau Rouge. He puts the car in the right position, does Andreas Katz. Will he be purring when the checkered flag comes out, or will he be leaving with his tail between his legs? That is the question.
He doesn't want to end up in the kitty litter.
Oh.
That's the last cat pun possibly of this race, maybe.
It's Christmas. Oh, here he comes.
We've had no Ted puns so far. We could be 3 wide here. And we've seen this before down this straight, and he could be 4, because who's that in the 40 car? That's Pete Newman. He's not going to shy away from it here either.
Katz has just lost everything there. He's gone down to 4th place in a space about 10 seconds. He might try and get some positions back here if he's late on the brakes.
He didn't even have he did get one position back nicely around the outside of Pete Newman, but he didn't really even have a Paul Eau Rouge, and he just lost out on everything there, like you said.
Just getting by Christian Rose, who we were on board, just as they go through Lecombe.
Go down for Chepelevsky, so that's him down to 6th place. No, hang on, he's up the inside of Smolensky. He's like, no, you're not having that position, mate. And Chepelevsky back through into 5th, but losing a few positions there through Malmedy, the exit of Lecombe.
Yeah, not giving in to his countryman that time, Stellion Chepelevsky. Very wide out of the corner with no name.
Yeah, using all of the available runoff area.
Towards Pouon.
Oh, and off is Simon Fields.
Rory Butcher disappeared as well. Oh, Field, where is he? Oh, there's nothing worse.
What's he trying to do? He's reversing in the... No, this is not what you need to do at all. This is not going to go well. And it did.
Well, basically what happened was he lost control of the car on the exit of the corner with no name, gave a nice little tap to Rory Butcher, which ended his race with a disqualification. And yeah, he's got back going again.
And he's got some damage there. The car's crabbing around nicely.
Stuart McFadden's got no bonnet.
Effort close to Richard Gore. If there's a move going to come in this little pack, this is where it's going to happen. Or just sort of defending a little bit into Blanchimont and then opens the door.
Yeah, and Efford might just walk straight through it, and he has.
But
he contacted Blanchimont!
And it's Lotterman!
Off goes Lotterman. Oh dear.
And that's the car done. The car's crabbing. Oh, they're nearly losing it.
Yeah, get it off the road.
I think it's over for him.
Just a bit of patience there, I think,
Massive
needed.
impact.
Saw an opportunity. There was not a lot of room, and it tightened up for him on the exit of Blanchimont there, and yeah, just lost the car.
As we reached the halfway distance in the race, the gap between Katz and Hunt at the line was 1,000th of a second, and we've seen finishes as close as that in the BSR TC in the past. These two going right at it into Eau Rouge on lap 4 of the race now.
1,000th of a second would equal the second closest finish in BSR TC history, which is quite remarkable, really. Sebastian Joe Wojciech Savidovic, Daytona 2015 was the closest one that we've had. And speaking of close, that is Dries Nice trying to make a move on Andreas Katz.
For this, we've got how many cars in this pack now? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cars all battling for the lead in these final closing stages of the race.
Then there's another another pack of 6 cars or so just behind. Jamie Ayres, Stefan Hoog, Kit Stevens, Christian Rose, Andy Shield. A couple of CQR club cars there. That's the development team, isn't it?
Yep. Correct. CQR S line is the main team for this season.
And so far, they're being shown up by their club series drivers, club team drivers, should I say?
Almost like Toro Rosso from a few years
Worth
ago.
pointing out as well, we are waiting for an update on the team's roster so that we can get the overlay matching what we're seeing on track. But
and then we've got a 5-car scrap. We've got Blake, we've got Atkinson, we've got Woodhouse, we've got Murray and Mattern. This little 5-pack.
oh, that's a tasty little pack right now. Oh, what's going on?
Did you see him just go in the air as well?
Thought someone was about to get disqualified, but no. Just doing a little dance out there.
Just jumped 15 feet in the air for me.
Yeah, hit that
And,
lag button, make it really interesting, you know.
That's it. That's all you need. Oh, Mark Woodhouse looks like, I don't know what he's got on your screen, but he's got a Lemmings livery on for me. And that just about sums up MX5 racing sometimes, I think. Will they all, what march do they do?
He has, yeah.
Oh, it's getting close to the front again. 0.3 of a second separate the front three.
We've got 2 Momo racing cars leading the way in Hunt and Nis, but here comes Katz wanting some positions back into the final chicane. Oh, and Shepelevsky getting a position there. That's past Pete Newman, and he might try and get Katz 2 and 1 possibly on the exit of the bus stop.
Nice work by the Momo racing cars, though.
I know 3 of them here in this lead battle: Hefford, Nice, and Hunt.
A ridiculous pack. And who's that up the inside? That's Shepelevsky, is it, having a look? That's Katz having a look, sorry. It's 2 and 52, so sometimes that's quite fairly hard to see. Whoa, and very nearly quarter panelled there by Pete Newman. Vestelli and Shepelevsky.
The Momo guys get a great run off of turn 1 there as well. And the last couple of laps have just been able to edge a little bit away and then use the draft to get by. But Katz this time should get the run.
Alex, I think unless there's a crash, I don't think anybody's going to break away here.
No chance. And there's nothing between these guys, and the draft is just keeping them together.
Oh, Katz contacts with Nice. He's forcing him, he's
boxing him all over the place. Is he trying to get through on them? Oh, he looked like he was going to try and make a move on the inside there, Andreas Katz.
Oh no, please don't take each other out, Momo racing guys. Nice. But Katz is going to get one.
Contact!
And that's Newman. But that's that guy.
Who's hit him.
And Newman is out.
He's going again.
Behind. Let's just see if I can get a little recap of that. Keep calling the action live while we watch the replay.
Katz is up into second. Just tell us what's going on with the replay, Alex. See what happened.
Yeah, let's just see what happened to Pete. So Pete was on the inside going in, and tag from the rear there. Tries to cut across, and yeah, just sort of 2 into 1. Unfortunately, a little tap on the rear, and yeah, unlike the Kia, you don't save these.
No, it's very difficult in this MX-5. I mean, what would you do, Alex? It's best to save it. Just get off the throttle completely. Get off the brake as well, maybe.
Yeah, really. I mean, just
wait for it to grip again.
Yeah, just try and catch it as quickly as you possibly can. It's the only real way, you know. So, of course, the magic save that you can try, but it's not that great in this car, I have to say. So,
the old 2-foot magic save.
Yeah, you've got to be alive to it to still grab it. So,
well, we've lost Smolensky from that train. He's just tailing behind a little bit, but you've really got to say that realistically we've got about 6 or 7 cars here in the mix when we're about to start the final lap. Hunt leading the way, Katz second.
It was his own doing, to be honest, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hitting Pete Newman.
Katz has a great run here. He's going to have to go around the outside. Does he want the lead going into Kenmore, though? I'm not sure he does. He's going to do it.
Oh, I don't know. He might try it. He will try it. On the outside. He's got the inside for the second part. Oh, and he's...
Got back attempted there.
Just nerfed slightly there by Daniel Hunt.
Into the final lap we go then.
What can Andreas Katz do, Alex? I don't, if there is anything down here in Eau Rouge. Maybe be a bit slower in the middle of Eau Rouge, possibly?
Yeah, try and back him up a bit. I really don't know.
He might get overtaken before Eau Rouge. Could we have a move into one of the fastest corners in the world? Hunt's going for it. Can he go round the outside of Eau Rouge and up the hill
Oh!
over Radio? He's wide though.
That's a stand up then.
Oh,
Give
he's
him a
wide,
round of
but is
applause.
he going to keep it? Brilliant pass in Eau Rouge and Radion.
He's through up to second,
Can
and
he keep
Hefford
the
might
lead?
try and
Here
get
comes,
third.
Here comes Dries Nies.
And
He's through.
Stellium pushing his teammate down the straight as well, just to get a bit of momentum up.
Dries Nies up into the lead.
Could it be a 1-2-3 for Momo Racing here? Hefford up the inside of Katz.
Here comes Hefford. There's 3 Apex cars, 3 Momo Racing cars. Bit of side-to-side contact. Hefford's got to be this rear gunner now.
Now, that was expertly done there by Momo Racing. And now 1-2-3, but can they keep it for the last half a lap?
You've got to think they might be able to here.
Katz has been good into
bus.
yeah, Katz has been good into the bus stop chicane. Harry's dropped back a bit on Steve Hefford on this first half of the final lap.
There is some lapped traffic as well. That's Roy Ververke. In fact, he gets out of the way. He was involved in the crash, I think, on the first lap into Eau Rouge. Dries Nies leading the race. Has he ever won a BSRTC race before, Adam? Do we know?
Not in the years I've been doing it. That can be said, yeah.
He might be able to register one here. And Nies leading. And then it's Hunt in second, Hefford in third, fourth Andreas Katz, fifth Stellian Chepelewski, sixth Richard Gore, who's just come up there pretty sort of anonymously, Gore. He's still in the picture. This may get interesting at the front then. I wonder if the teammates will fight each other on the last lap.
Looks like it, to be fair. Here comes Hunt up the inside into Blanchimont.
You never count Daniel Hunt out of a race when he's got a sniff of a win. It's not formation flying for Momo Racing. Could be formation crashing if they're not careful. Through Blanchimont for the final time. And into the bus stop chicane. It's now or never here for Dries Nies. It looks like to try and regain the lead. Is he going to go around the outside into the chicane? He can't. If he just boots it, he might have a chance at the inside. He can't. Can he get the run to the line? Hunt pulls out of the chicane. And wide goes Hefford. Still going to cross the line. And it's a win for Daniel Hunt. Dries Nies in second, Steve Hefford third, a 1-2-3 for Momo Racing, and a 4-5-6 for Apex Racing UK. What a good race.
Still some stuff going on out there right now. People separate. Lorne Murray, who was that? Mark Woodhouse, I think they were separated by hundredths of a second. Look at the plume of smoke that's in the distance.
Murray just gets Woodhouse on the line. It's for 15th place. Very good performance of both of those gentlemen.
Yeah, 800ths between those guys.
There are a grand total of no battles going on out there. Stuart Atkinson's retired on the final lap. Simon Field is the last car on the lead lap. Sad and sorry coming home. And he'll be 1 minute 40 odd behind.
Oh, it was so incredible in the Mazda races on Sunday. Oh, as he nearly loses it.
Oh, he's doing that car must be nearly undrivable because he's done his last 3 laps have been 3:43, 3:21 and 3:02. Simon Field's a man who's very nearly won the BSR TC championship in the past, so that's definitely not driving that's causing that.
Oh god, he's really suffering there. I think the same can be said for Roy Ververke, who he passes just there.
The car's very slow in a straight line as well.
Yeah, just wanted to point out as well to anyone watching right now, that is race 1 of 4 tonight. So reverse grid coming up. Don't go anywhere. You thought that was interesting and a bit of fun? Well, watch all those guys trying to come through a 45 car grid.
And reverse grid complete with Christmas music, Alex.
With Christmas music as well. You've got to stick around at least for that.
What more could you want? Simon Field would want a car that functions properly as he comes over the line. 153.4 behind. 3 minutes 3 the final lap. And
fair play to him though.
A lot of damage there. But he will be in contention, Adam, for the reverse grid. Because if it's a full, he'll get onto the front row of the grid.
Hey, well, alongside Stuart Atkinson. So these guys, some of them involved in the issues on the opening lap of the race, they'll be sitting pretty if we get a full. But let's run you through the finishing order then. Dan Hunt takes the win in a 1-2-3 for Momo Racing. Dries Neath in second. Steve Hefford in third. Andy Katz in fourth after starting on the pole position. I think that's a tale of things to come, I think, for the pole sitters, unfortunately. Richard Gore finishing in fifth with Stelian Chepelewski in sixth. Alex Smolensky in seventh. Andy Scheel in eighth. Ninth for Christian Rose and Stefan Hoog rounding out the top 10. Jack McIntyre finishing in 11th. Pete Newman finishing in 12th after starting on the front row of the grid. Jamie Ayres finishing in 13th place. John Roberts 26th to 14th. One of the biggest movers through the field there. However, Jack McIntyre, 19 positions gained for him. John Roberts 12. Lorne Murray finishing in 15th place with Mark Woodhouse in 16th. 17th for Forster Matern. 18th for Michael Blake.
You've got that
Other way round, yeah. I promise you I'm not on the mulled wine just yet. Mark Woodhouse in 16th place, Michael Blake in 17th, 18th Forster Matern, 19th Kip Stevens, and 20th for Lewis Bibby, who started in 45th ace. So that's a commendable result. Yeah. He didn't set a time in qualifying in race 1 at Okayama, wasn't it? And he got... I
don't know if he's been... I mean, I don't know if he was banned from qualifying, but... Who knows? But he had a great race through to about 12th in race 1 last week from 45th?
Yeah.
Did a great job there again.
Martin Johnson finishing in 21st place. And we saw him off in Blanchimont on lap 1 of the race, so he was able to fight back to 21st. Laura Bond finishing in 22nd. Rob Graham 23rd. Cesare Rizzo 43rd to 24th. Steve Richardson finishing in 25th place with Peter Van Gaal in 26th. Stuart McFadden in 27th. Andrew Whitehead 28th. Simon Field we saw limping across the line there in 29th. Stuart Atkinson 30th, the last car classified. 1 lap down in 30th. Roy Ververke 2 laps down in 31st. Scott Malcolm 3 laps down in 32nd. Jackie Lotterman 4 laps down, along with Rory Butcher, Tristan Bodis, Jason Greenfield, and Dave Christie, who was with me in the comms box on Sunday. Diogo Melro, 5 laps down, turned around in Blanchimont early on. Max Wright also out on the opening lap of the race, along with Simon Roden. 6 laps down also, Jay Wright, Julian Janowski, Jan Martinson, and Matt Bunn didn't take the start of the race.
Okay, so Alex is going to spin the wheel. Now, most of the wheel contains numbered segments. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that which one it lands on is going to be on pole position, but we do have to explain the rule about the full reverse grid. There are some full segments on there. If it is a full, the last point scoring driver, which is anyone who finishes 1 lap down or below, will be put on pole position, Alex.
Indeed. Right, here we go then.
What's the reverse grid numbers for everyone who needs to know?
Mixture, isn't it, I think?
Oh, is it?
Yes, I can't actually see them all because the snow covers it. So, but
there we are.
Yeah. Let's click it and see. I think that's
how cold it is in the commentary box, ladies and gentlemen.
The
20
reverse
seconds
grid
seems like the lowest number. So
we haven't had to put any de-ice in the wheel, have we?
Oh, is it going to tick over? Oh, I don't think it's going to make it. Oh, it did! We're going to fall. They're going to be hating us.
And immediately, they're on the keyboards now saying it's a fix. But well done to Stuart Atkinson. Gets reversed onto pole position. Simon Field second. Andrew Whitehead third. Stuart McFadden fourth. And Peter Van Gorby starting in fifth for race 2.
It would be great if one week you just pressed the reverse grid button and it just seized up because it was too cold. That's what we need for next week. Atkinson on pole alongside Field. Well, that's some good reward for Field for persevering and getting to the end. That will have always been his plan. But our plan is to come back for 3 more races here at Spa-Francorchamps. 18 more laps in the Mazda MX-5 to come. So stick with us here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. It's the BSR Winter Series.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
in the outside, contact made, 56 slides in at a 4, who's gonna be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV for round 6 of the BSR Winter Series from Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. Andrew Woodhouse, Alex Simpson with you at the moment. Adam Bath will be along shortly. But Alex, we saw a great 6-car battle at the front of that last race. 2 teams with 3 cars each going at it. Momo Racing and Apex Racing UK, of course. But with the reverse grid in play now, probably we're going to see something much different here.
Yep, I fully expect the race to be spiced up a little bit. That was a great race though, enjoyed that one a lot. But yeah, let's see what happens with the reverse grid. So worth pointing out those that are saying about the full grid and things like that. Could have been 30, so because that's on the wheel as well. So
True.
I think no matter what, it's going to be a reasonable reverse. But yeah, this should be a really exciting race. Watch the people coming through that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be...
through that pack. Let's just see what happens there. The opening lap's going to be really important for the guys that were at the front of the grid of that last race.
Like I say, we saw what Sutton was able to do the other night, so surely the likes of Andreas Katz and Stelian Chepelevsky and Dan Hunt, guys like that, are going to be able to come through the field in good time. Got a couple of minutes left of the old warm-up here, but that will have done Andreas Katz's championship. Even at this early stage, it will have done it quite a lot of good, won't it, that top 5 finish?
You remember when we saw last season Wojciech just constantly putting in those good results?
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of what he needs, and that was kind of like what Jamie did in last Winter Series as well. Just those constant good results, and that's what got him the championship at the end.
That's probably what's going to give whoever the winner is here the championship as well. Slightly cooler conditions out there. It's 27 degrees track temperature, 21 degrees air temperature, as opposed to 30 and I think 26 for the last race. So cars will be slightly faster out there, Alex, but I reckon it shouldn't affect the racing too much.
No, I mean, we did see, what was it, about 5 seconds a lap faster at Okayama with different conditions, so...
Yeah, if they go cool on any of these ones, we're going to get quite a massive swing, aren't we?
But I don't think it's going to be too much here. I mean, of course, the cooler it is, obviously, with the engine has a little bit more power, which is just going to give them free time on the straights, plus the extra grip through the corners, so... It'll be a bit, but I don't think it'll be too much.
Just on a personal level, what are your favourite parts of the circuit and what are your least favourite parts of the circuit as a driver?
The bus stop is certainly the least favourite part. I certainly preferred the old bus stop layout when it was...
Okay, the original one.
When it was actually a bus stop, you know, rather than just a chicane, you know.
The one where it had the slow first part and the fast second part.
Yeah. That was much better. And as for the best part, I think certainly Pouhon for me is... I love that corner more than I do Eau Rouge. Just something about, you know, throwing it into that corner and go, you know, if you've got a car that will stick. So, you know, I'm thinking more of like the old Williams FW31. That was mighty impressive, just one downshift and flat out all the way through it, you know. So that was amazing corner.
It's definitely one of those corners where the commentators always say, you know, it's one of the places you want to see an F1 car in action, and definitely that is. We're not going to mention Stavolo for yourself, though, are we?
No,
really.
I mean, although it's not so bad in this. It was just, it was just, what was it, F1 2010?
Yep.
I was rubbish there. I kept locking
Never
up
get it
and
right.
everything. So, but yeah, in this, I don't have that problem at all. That little bump that used to cause me to lock up, yeah, it's non-existent here. So
there we
no
go.
issues.
Stuart Atkinson on pole position, Simon Field second, Andrew Whitehead third, fourth Stuart McFadden, fifth Peter Van Gool, sixth Steve Richardson, seventh Cesare Rizzo, eighth Robert Graham, ninth Laura Bond, 10th Martin Johnson, and race 1 winner Daniel Hunt is in 30th.
Right, here we go then.
Red lights are on here at Spa.
Green, green, green.
The green light is on. Look at all the smokers on the cars. Accelerate away from the line. Stuart Atkinson's on the inside. He's going to have the advantage into turn 1. But can he keep it is the question. Simon Field looks round the outside. Andrew Whitehead's trying to get past Field in the Simpson racing car. And here is Stuart Atkinson then leading this field down to Eau Rouge. Look at this sea of MX-5s, Alex.
Yeah, it's a great shot. I mean, just coming through there. This switch this up a bit just so we can see these cars just all come pelting through. I mean, it's just an amazing shot. Still coming.
Nobody's crashed yet, which is good. But Stuart Atkinson's going to find it very difficult to hold on the lead. He's all over the circuit trying to defend here. He really is, and he's been usurped into Lacoon by Simon Field. Is Atkinson going to fight back? He's looking to the middle of the racetrack here.
Oh, who was that through the middle? And I think that was an Automech car.
An Automech car, but he didn't make it. Oh, and 2 cars have crashed. 2 cars have crashed into the wall. Peter Van Gogh, Robert Graham, and behind them, John Roberts and Pete Newman have come to grief.
Yeah, 4 cars involved in the end. There's a few more out. Dan Hunt is already stationary. So what happened to Hunt? He's back in the pits as well. And Hefford. So
out.
Yeah, a couple of the Momo guys out already. The reverse grid not working for them at all.
Hasn't worked very well for likes of Nathan Davies either. It's mired all the way back in
oh,
with
who
damage
was that
already.
losing it? I think they saved it. Another one of the Automech cars, but just about held on to
Look
that
at
one.
how this is all congested now, Alex. Around sort of 5th place on back, Steve Richardson at the head of this group. And Michael Blake, Stefan Hoog, Laura Bond. Kip Stevens.
Great little battle. Just for anyone wondering how they can get involved in the series, head on over to bsrhub.com and yeah, you can get registered onto the website. All the information that you need can be found on there. So links to the Facebook groups and all that sort of stuff, and where you can pre-register for all the other series. So.
This is, of course, iRacing.com, motorsport simulation service, subscription based, but you can get 3 months for the price of 1 by using the promotional code PR-BSRTC. All you need to do is get yourself a capable PC and a basic wheel and pedal set. You can use a controller, but it's not recommended. Yeah, get yourself on here and join in the fun. You go all the way through from. In fact, this Mazda MX-5 is one of the cars that you start in on iRacing. And it's a really, really good car to get yourself started in sim racing. Here's Simon Field having to defend then from Stuart McFadden and Stuart Atkinson.
Yeah, great little 3-car battle. Got 1.3 second lead over Andrew Whitehead now. So Whitehead's got Rizzo tucked up behind him.
Rizzo tucked up behind him, yeah, that's P5. And then you've got Martin Johnson and Lewis Bibby just behind them. So Bibby's starting a lot closer to the front. He's got good pace in this car. Look for him to come through later on. I believe we have Adam Bath returning to us.
Yeah, we do, and we got an exciting situation at the front here, haven't we? We could be about to go 3 wide, and we are 3 wide.
Yet again, 3 wide at the front.
Atkinson and Field, yeah.
3rd time already. And here's, it looks like Atkinson's got the advantage. He's late on the brakes. Around the outside is Stuart McFadden. And McFadden, who ended up with no bonnet in the first race. Well, got some... I tell you what, that's very, very close as Atkinson has a look there. But yeah, McFadden with a really nice overtaking move to take the lead. Taking the lead early, and as we've seen before, Adam, it's not always the best strategy here at Spa, but you have to try and be at the front, surely.
Yeah, it's the best possible place to be. However, you're constantly under threat
Here
for the rest
comes
of the
Bibby.
lap. Bibby having a little
not
bit
Bibby.
of a look.
Oh, that's not Bibby. That's
Hoog, isn't it?
That's Hoog.
Car off in the background. It's 2 cars. Got Lotterman and Bond off. Bond facing the wrong way.
Ottoman's been in the wars. He crashed at Blanchimont in the first race, and he's crashed here in race 2 as well.
Cars out. We've got Davis
well
in the
for
pits. We've got Bodis. We've got Malcolm, Ververke, Hefford, Mark Woodhouse.
Katz is in the pits.
Andres
Championship
Katz.
leader. Woodhouse in the pits, yeah. Well, Woodhouse he went back out, but he stopped. Look at the state of that Mazda.
Right, guys, just having a couple of technical problems with the overlay. We'll try and get it back up and running in a second.
No wonder Woodhouse is in the pits, Alex. You see the state of that car.
I haven't seen it, no.
Good now, because
I have.
there's not much of it left.
Oh, And a battle for seconds on Field versus Atkinson, and now Field looks like he wants to turn his attention to the lead. He might look up the inside. He's going to go to the outside here on McFadden going into the final corner. Atkinson going to go back up the inside into the bus stop chicane.
Oh, that's a brilliant move by Bibby.
Third place.
Through is Lewis Bibby
Fourth.
on Andrew Whitehead for 4th place. He was sideways going in. He was sideways coming out of the bus stop. He was disappearing on the exit as well. Now he'll be looking to join up with this front pack as Stuart Atkinson retakes 2nd place, but has a big twitch coming out of La Source, and that's allowed Simon Field to get up into 2nd place once again. Look at this for Stuart McFadden. He's got about 2nd lead here, Alex, and you know, he might be able to do something with this, the Scotsman.
Yeah, only 4 laps to go. These guys battle for another 1-2 more laps, you know, and let him get that gap up to maybe 2.5 seconds. Oh, there's a crash in the background as well. Who was that? It's massively sideways. It was Whitehead. I think he's had himself disqualified there as well. So he's obviously on the bubble with the incident limit.
Already.
Whitehead was in 5th at the start of lap 3.
Atkinson having a look on Field into Lacombe.
Seen a replay of this to see exactly what happened, because
on the curbs,
all I know is at one point he was sideways and backwards at the top of Eau Rouge. Oh, he lost it on his own.
Yeah, hit the curbs on the inside of Eau Rouge, and that spun the car around.
Hoog up into 6th. Oh, that's 5th actually now for Stefan Hoog.
4th.
No, 5th. Oh, sorry, 4th, yes. Sorry, no, Bibby was in front of him, sorry. He's just taken Bibby. The Swiss driver on the march, Stefan Hoog. We'll get there in the end, mate. We will.
Here comes the Martini livery car. It's Kip Stevens up the inside of Martin Johnson going into Pouon. This is over 6th and 7th.
Look at Johnson round the outside, trying to keep that momentum going, but Kip Stevens is through, or stays through, I think. On Johnson, Johnson did run wide. Oh, there's battle in the background there. That's Jack McIntyre and Rory Butcher. They were side by side, almost bashing wheel arches on the straight down towards the Fagnes chicane.
And Dresney's up to 9th place. So
20 spots for him.
Oh, gosh! It's Blake and it's
Johnson.
It is Johnson again. Oh dear, unfortunately for him. Pretty much the same thing that in the first race.
Well, I think Johnson's car might be crabbing. I think it is, and the damage on Michael Blake's car speaks for itself.
Well, I'm not sure that that'll beat out with a hammer, to be honest. Newman's trying to get back up through the field. He's got Simon Roden for company. Newman looking through curve Paul Frere here aggressively, and he's on the move towards Blanchimont.
Some big movers during this race. 22 positions to Dries Nice, 24 for Rory Butcher.
Oh, what's that? I can hear contact.
Oh, off. It's
Christian Rose.
It's Christian Rose in the Fagnes chicane.
Hear the contact, I can see it. And Rose was off in the barrier. So Stuart McFadden still leading.
But the gap's come down by half. It was 0.6 of a second at the line.
And it's not going to be much of anything at the minute. In a minute. Here comes Field. Yeah, Field going to be through easily here. Unless McFadden can tuck in. Can he? He can now. He now picks up the slipstream. Oh, just not long enough, that Kemmel straight. It is a long straight. Not quite long enough for Stuart McFadden, but he has got a better run through Lacombe. He may be able to tag on to Field through Malmedy. He might be able to have a look into Rivage here, McFadden. Got a great run. He might have a dive on the inside. Here we go. McFadden late on the brakes. He's just understeer in this corner, Rivage. Hooks the inside line. Tell you what, if he can use that momentum, get out of the corner, he might be able to take the lead. Or go around the outside in the corner with no name. And he can't. Field gets the better of him, but here's the run towards Pouon. This is a long straight in this car. Here comes the Momo car of Stefan Hoog. Here comes Stuart McFadden. Up the inside into Pouon. Field goes wide. McFadden's got the shorter route. Fields is the faster route. Neck and neck here. Look at Hoog. Look how much slipstream he's getting. These Mazda MX-5 Cup cars round the outside. McFadden into the Fania chicane. He can get this done if he breaks late into the second part. He does. And he is through. And that is a brilliant lap of side-by-side racing. Hoog's on the outside into Stavolo. He might be able to punish Simon Field for his, well, not really for a mistake, just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here comes Bibby now as well. And would you believe Field's going to go down to 4th place? It could well be 5th. Because here comes Stuart Atkinson, the man who was on pole position.
Oh,
he's through, and here comes Hoog into Blanchemont, Adam. Unbelievable.
I know, Simon Field, all of this has just come as a result of him being pinned on the inside. Bibby trying to go up the inside of McFadden. McFadden getting boxed in here because McFadden might try and get in the mix as well.
He can't move out, can he? Because that's where Lewis Bibby is. Late on the brakes.
Bibby's going to take the lead at this rate. Up the inside. And he has it.
And Bibby's through. Oh, and there's a cutback. Oh.
Hoog getting forced off there.
Shoving Hoog onto the runoff area. Hoog, he only needs a car's width. Bibby left the door open. He might pay for that. Hoog's going to be late on the brakes, I think, here.
To the penultimate lap, it's Hoog that takes the lead.
McFadden tried the cutback. This is wonderful stuff. Brilliant racing here in the BSR Winter Series. Alex, I haven't brought you in for a while. What brilliant racing out there.
Fantastic racing. Just enjoying watching it right now.
Well, Bibby was disqualified for a brief moment, but he's back. 20 positions gained for Hoog now, but McFadden's right on the back of this Mazda MX-5 car and has got the better run on the X-Servo Rouge.
I'm watching this from behind Stuart Atkinson's car, and they're too wide in front of us. 2 by 2. But here comes Atkinson. He's now got the slipstream. Bibby struggling to get a good tow towards Lacombe up the hill.
5 cars
what's going to happen here?
McFadden braking later, then Hoog around the outside. This is so close to contacts here. Back up the inside. Now into Malmedy. Hoog, is he long enough? Yeah, he's going to throw it up the inside. But I think McFadden might have lost it on his own there.
Off goes McFadden. Into the gravel. Oh, here comes
Field's back.
Look at Field. Oh, he almost hit Stefan Hoog.
Hoog hugging that inside line.
Very good.
I do apologise. Bibby around the outside then of McFadden. Oh, this is close. And now McFadden might be at risk of getting swamped here going into Pouon. Bibby will try around the outside, but he's going to throw it back up the inside here. And who's that now on the move? It's Dries Nys, the runner-up in race 1.
Yeah, he's just appeared from nowhere.
This was 5 cars battling for the lead a few corners ago. It's now about 8.
Got
7.
More, have we? We've got Atkinson, we've got Kip Stevens. Here comes Cesare Rizzo as well. Rory Butcher. And actually, Stelian Chepelevsky's not completely out of this as well with 2 laps to go.
Hoog's saying, see you later, guys.
Stefan Hoog's trying to escape. Oh, a bit of contact between Field and McFadden. It's very, very close out there, but they know, Alex, that they have to regroup. They have to get after Stefan Hoog.
Yeah, they've been too wide for the best part of this lap, and that's what's give Hoog that 1.5 second cushion now. I think that's enough. He might well be out of the draft, so with just over a lap to go.
Oh my God, how do you approach this into Blanchemont, Alex? It's crazy. 2 by 2.
You've got to just see how it plays out, haven't you?
Bibby's hit.
Field's gone, disqualified.
Bibby's disqualified. Oh, is it Field that's
Field's
disqualified?
disqualified.
Gone, yep.
Oh,
who's
that?
not pretty.
That's the end of McFadden, and that's Bibby gone as well. Bibby's got going again, having the car's severely damaged. What happened there with Stevens?
Stevens was hit by Butcher.
He butchered that, didn't he?
And he was
Stevens
out of
coming like
control.
a wrecking ball there, but let's look at that back and see exactly what happened.
It was a butchered overtaking move, and Stevens was done up like a kipper.
Oh God.
See you, mate. And now Rizzo's
he just got that little
place.
nerf from behind, didn't he? He just went steaming in there.
Rizzo was in 3rd. He's now dropped down. Stuart Atkinson 2nd. Stefan Hoog's 2.8 seconds in front. He's loving this. He'll probably win this race now. Rory Butcher somehow has got up to 3rd. He was 34th on the grid.
Gain of 31 spots. Cheppy up 21 as well.
Just the 31, you know, casual. Casual Thursday evening driving. Here comes Stelian Chepelevsky, who was absolutely nowhere. He was about 10th just a lap ago. He's going to take... This is going to be 3rd. 2nd place. Butcher's late on the brakes. Chepelevsky's late on the brakes as well. Butcher is the better man on that occasion. And Cheppy, well, he's having a good season so far. Oh, and here comes Atkinson. Atkinson, who started on pole position, dropped down to about 6th or 7th. Now he's back up to 4th. And now he's battling with Chepelewski for 3rd.
Tell you what, Rory Butcher's made mincemeat of this field today.
Ah, very good. That's the best one. That's the best one. We can end here. Good. It's over, Alex. We're done.
Get your quotes, everyone. Adam just won the internet.
It's on the internet. McIntyre's up 13 positions. Will it be broken dreams for the rest of them? Atkinson's just sort of, he'll be frustrated, I think, out there because he's sort of gone up, down, up, down, up, down in this race. Rory Butcher, brilliant performance from him. Oh, and Atkinson touches the back of McIntyre's car. Here comes, who's that behind?
That's Cesare Rizzo with that livery car.
And here comes Stefan Hoog, serenely going through to victory if he can navigate Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane.
He'll be about to go 3 wide here in the battle between Smolenski, Atkinson, and Rizzo. They all sort each other out. Yeah, just about.
We'll just see if they make it to Blanchimont and to the bus stop. Stefan Hoog could be taking his 2nd win here. We're just waiting for.
Atkinson's disqualified.
Comes of this.
Last lap.
Who's disqualified? McIntyre.
Atkinson.
And through comes Stefan Hoog.
Oh, great battle for second as well.
Win of the season, 21st on the grid. Look at this 2nd place one.
Steffi gets 2nd, roundly outside of Butcher on the way to the line.
Everything changed on that last lap. Andy Shield got up to 7th place.
Oh, look at this as well for 10th place. Around that. Oh, Richardson involved in that.
Contact.
One of the S-Line cars.
And Melrose disqualified on the bus stop chicane.
Look at that! He could have just walked across the start-finish line. Gutted. Who gave him that little nerf? Was that Richardson?
Johnson's just got disqualified as well on the exit of the bus stop.
What's going on here? Atkinson's disqualified. Bibby's out. Melrose out. Johnson's out.
Giving some nice positions to these late scrabblers across the line.
Oh, you are. Laura Bond's gone up to 17. She was 22nd or 23rd at the start of the lap. That's worked nicely for her.
Okay, well, Rob Graham, who is just heading into the corner with no name, is going to gain a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions out of this if he just keeps going.
If he can just keep going, as Murray Walker famously said. But that's easy.
But can he keep going?
But can he keep going? Exactly. We're so old, aren't we? Stefan Hoog, though, Alex, taking his 2nd win of the season, and he really did well to fight through the chaos. But the most impressive thing for me was he got through there, and then he just got his head down and focused on his task.
Yeah, that was it. Just let them fight and battle it out. And the minute they did, he just absolutely nailed every single sector. And that was enough to get that sort of 1.3 second lead. And from there, he's able to break the draft completely. So, yeah, still a job.
What an absolutely brilliant race, Adam.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, fantastic racing at the front. Unfortunately, there was too much racing for 2nd place, and it allowed Stefan Hoog to break away. And he was able to win by 2.5 seconds in the end, and it just shows you there. You really need to work together to make sure that you can keep it yourself with the leader, and also proving once again that in this MX-5 it is incredibly hard to assert your position, especially at a track like Spa. You're under pressure from constantly. You've got to be looking in the mirrors for the majority of the race as Rob Graham is on his way to the end.
I wouldn't say it's easy to overtake in this car, because every overtake has to be earned, but definitely more... more suited to overtaking even than the Kia, Alex, and it's proven by the top 5 that the lowest starting, the highest starting driver who finished in the top 5 was Jack McIntyre, who started 20th. Alex.
Yeah, good result for for McIntyre. I was just getting like the overlays and everything in place there as we were watching.
I took so long to answer the question, you'd probably just switched off there. To be honest. I don't know if you could take us through the final results then and see you survived, and the clue is not many.
No, not many. 18 finished on the lead lap. Only 2 started inside the top 10 finish there. Well, we're running through the order. Stefan Hug takes the win, started 21st. Second, Stelian Chepelevsky. Rory Butcher managed to finish in 3rd place. 4th, Jack McIntyre. 5th, Alex Malensky. 6th, Cesare Rizzo. 7th, Andy Shield. 8th, Kip Stevens. 9th, Forster Matern. And 10th, Peter Van Gool. Steve Richardson finishing 11th. Julian Janowski 42nd to 12th. Gain of 30 spots there. Unfortunately, that isn't enough to win the biggest mover. That's just 1 spot shy than Rory Butcher. John Roberts finishing in 13th. Pete Newman 14th. Jackie Lotterman, even though he had contact with Laura Bond at the corner with no name, he was able to finish in 15th. Max Wright 16th. 17th, Laura Bond. Then 2 minutes and 35 seconds behind, we had Rob Graham. Managed to gain a good 6 spots on that final lap, just from the disqualifications. And they are as follows. Stuart Atkinson finishing in 19th. Disqualified going through Blanchimont. Lewis Bibby disqualified in an off track, I believe.
He's disqualified by hitting his team. Well, no, he wasn't. That was Field that was disqualified from getting hit by Bibby.
Diogo Melrose disqualified for an off track on the exit of the bus stop chicane. The same for Martin Johnson. Don't know what happened to Lon Murray, to be fair. Roy Ververke also out 1 lap down, but he will be reversed onto pole position if we get another full. Stuart McFadden finishing 2 laps down in 25th. Simon Field also disqualified 26th, 2 laps down. Dries Nice 27th, 2 laps down, along with Jamie Ayres. 3 laps down, Jay Wright, Simon Roden, Michael Blake. Andrew Whitehead 4 laps down. Christian Rose we saw off in the wall in the Fania chicane, 33rd, 4 laps down. Mark Woodhouse also 4 laps down, along with Nathan Davis. Then many cars 5 laps down. Steve Hefford, Scott Malcolm, Tristan Boddiss, Dave Christie having an awful evening so far. Andreas Katz, who took a 4th place finish in race 1, 40th. Richard Gore 41st, 6 laps down, along with Dan Hunt, who won. And John Martinson finishing 43rd, 6 laps down.
I was going to say that Roy Ververke hasn't had a particularly good meeting in his home country, but could turn around with the presence of the reverse grid wheel. So, Mr. Simpson, if you will.
What do we reckon this time, lads, then? 22nd to 30th, where's it going to end up?
Oh.
It's a season of goodwill to all men, so let's have as many as we can.
What's the lowest number?
22nd, so how many people are 1 lap down? 20...
22, 23, 24.
That's 24th place.
That's on to
What
Roy
we really
Ververke.
want is we want the 30 then, don't we? The full will actually be less than the 30, so we want the 30.
Yes.
We'll be rooting for Simon Roden.
Here we go then. Oh, well, we're not going to get the 30, but we are going to get a full. Oh, we need a full! Ashley, next week we want a full.
If we had, it would have been, Joel Martinson, who was out on the opening lap. He would have been put onto pole. But yeah, it is Roy Ververke who gets reversed onto pole position at his home racetrack. Lon Murray starting 2nd. Martin Johnson, who got disqualified on the exit of the bus stop chicane, will be starting in 3rd. 4th, Diogo Melro, who also got disqualified in similar circumstances, and Lewis Bibby will be starting in 5th. So I think this is the reverse grid for the disqualified, I think.
Yeah, I think they should just have a race all to themselves. Stefan Hug winning the race, though, Stelian Chepelevsky up in 2nd. But really, Alex, the star of that race was Rory Butcher, wasn't it? 34th to 3rd.
Yeah, amazing. 34th to 3rd. Brilliant drive.
I wish I could do that more often. Tell you what, there we go. I wouldn't be sat in this commentary box, to be honest.
We'd have a job.
Yes, we'd actually be driving for someone.
I reckon there's an edit in there somewhere for you, Adam. 34 overtakes.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one.
I'm late night editing tonight.
That'll be longer than the race almost, I think. We have 2 races to go here tonight. We're only halfway through the action here on Apex Racing TV and of course iRacing Live. Join us for more from the BSR Winter Series after this break here on Apex Racing TV.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to Spa for race 3 of the evening in the iRacing BSR Winter Series. We're in the Mazda MX-5 in Belgium. My name's Andrew Woodhouse and I'm joined by Adam Bath and Alex Simpson. And Adam, race 2, reverse grid was in play, of course. And it was a fantastic race, really. We've seen 2 great races for a lot of different reasons. But what are we expecting from this race 3?
We could expect more of the same and possibly even more carnage. Once again, we get another fall. Doesn't give everyone the chance of being on pole position, but it does give the ones that finished 1 lap down the opportunity to start the race on the front of the grid. And it has benefited many of the people that got disqualified earlier on. So yeah, another race and another 6 laps. And I wonder if we'll have another fantastic battle for the lead, just like we did in the last race, because race 2 was absolutely brilliant.
Alex, even though we only had 18 cars finished the race, there was some brilliant clean racing going on at the front.
Oh yeah, I mean there was some great racing. I mean for many laps we were, sort of 2-3 wide, 2 deep. So yeah, it was awesome. Just one tiny little nerf really upset it, and then all hell broke loose.
And then then the big nerf came.
Yeah.
So it was unfortunate, but that's what happens in iRace, especially if you get hit up the rear end into a braking area. Sometimes it's very hard to control it. It's not like the Kia Optima, of course, where you can just crack on some lock, hammer the throttle, and keep it going straight. Adam, just tell us, speaking of going straight, a few of the guys are and a few of the guys aren't, if they're still starting in the must-stop chicane.
Yeah, let's run you through the grid then. Let's hope we can get these numbers right this time. Viverke starting on the pole, Lawn Murray starting 2nd, Martin Johnson 3rd, Diogo Melro 4th, Lewis Bibby 5th, Stuart Atkinson 6th, Rob Graham 7th, 8th Laura Bond, 9th Max Wright, 10th Jackie Lotterman, Pete Newman 11th, John Roberts 12th, Julian Janowski 13th, Steve Richardson 14th, Peter Van Goorn 15th, Forster Matern in 16th, Kip Stevens starting in 17th, Vandy Shield 19th, Cesare Rizzo, 20th Alex Smolensky. Some other names to mention, we've got Chepelevsky and Hoog starting in 23rd and 24th respectively, Simon Field in 26th, we have also
Andreas Katz in 39th
and Richard Gore 40th, Dan Hunt 41st. So some big names to watch out for as we head down to the start.
Yeah, watch out for the back of this grid as well then, as we're going to get
Green.
race 3 underway here at Spa. Viverke got a slightly poor start, good second phase from him. Lawn Murray got a great jump off the front row. He might take the lead into La Source. He's going to have to go the long way around. A little bit of contact between Diogo Melro and Martin Johnson. 2 CQR cars just making a little bit of a touch there. And Johnson's now going to try and make it 3 wide. It might be 4 wide down the straight towards Eau Rouge. Melro and Viverke then.
Right, already action going on. Melro to the lead, and he's got it.
Melro is through into Eau Rouge. Oh, a couple of cars wide. Radion. Looks like everybody is through Eau Rouge without incident. There's 1 car. No, that's fine. There's 3 wide for second place. Somebody's on the grass. It's Johnson. Is it going to be trouble into the coup?
It was Michael Blake that was off in the background, Alex. I think that's what we were looking at. And who's that? That's Atkinson coming back. 2 CQR Club cars going at it.
Well, a bit chaotic up the front there. Lewis Bibby, Roy Viverke, Stuart Atkinson is in 4th place after his disqualification. He was doing so well in race 2, having started on pole position. Really, so much action out there. You don't know where to look. Oh, there's a car shoved onto the grass.
Oh no, that was Rory. Oh, Butcher's all over the place, and he's able to hold on to it.
Just and he nearly hits the Alfa Alatech car. I think we're okay into Pouon.
Stevens and Chepelevsky rubbing door handles there through Pouon.
Yeah, just having a look at that as well. On board with Kip Stevens. Missy Stellion appearing any second now on the left-hand side.
For a Bond minor excursion, she's back on.
You say excursion? Well, that's what it was. Oh, dear me. Concertina effect there at Stavolo. Stevens and co there getting amongst it.
Hoog in the mix there as well. Or someone's off. It's Atkinson. He's got issues. Might be a slowdown.
Slowdown, I think, yeah. Meanwhile, Diogo Melro leading for CQR.
8 positions gained for Pete Newman on this lap. Same 10 for Alex Smolensky, so some guys on the move. Newman about to get another spot, I think, or he's under pressure from Lorne Murray. Jackie Losserman.
Melro needs to drive his heart out here to try and get a gap. Very unlikely to do so. The slipstream in this MX-5 is so massive. Alex, do you have any reason for that? Because it's not a very fast car, but it provides a lot of slipstream. Oh, yeah. And there's... No, I think we're all right.
Still displacing a lot of air, isn't it? So we'll make a difference. They're not very powerful. So anytime you can. Oh, who's that coming in there? Steamed in. Actually, got away with it. I think that was Janowski coming in there, really, really hot. Hit Rob Graham. Graham fortunate enough not to get too upset, and actually Janowski makes the apex just perfect of that. I think that is what you class as using someone as brakes.
That's it. Used to perfection there. Alex Smolensky in amongst it over the top of the hill at Radion. Look at this train of cars. Headed by the 46th of Rory Butcher.
It's not
45 of Robert Graham. Apologies.
That's all right. It was 3 wide. It's back down to single file now. It's Johnson, Lotterman and Viverke going at it, going into Les Comps. But that battle going on behind still all loose. Janowski, Rob Graham. They've got Smolensky for company here. Might be contact between Roberts and Murray, I thought, for a brief moment there. But yeah, this pack is all sorts of crazy going towards Rivage.
Yeah, and it's a tight section, this. So, see if they can all come out unscathed. I'm not sure. Who's that in the Alphalatech car in front of Smolensky? It's Julian Janowski. 2 Bulgarian drivers fighting. Got 3 Bulgarians in the league. Adam, 2 of them side by side here.
Yeah, let's see who comes out on top then. Round the outside goes Janowski. Smolensky on the inside. Oh, there's going to be close contact there between those 2. They've got the 24 car of John Roberts in the mix as well towards the Fania chicane. He might try and go around the outside. We saw cars doing that in earlier races today. But John Roberts just isn't able to get enough alongside. And Janowski is able to close the door.
John Roberts has had a very good meeting in the Mazda. Oh, who's that? 53, Stefan Hoog, diving his way up the inside of Roberts. Nice move by Hoog. Oh, former BSR TC winner, of course, second in the championship in season 6. That was an effort ended at Brands Hatch, I remember, Adam.
Yeah, it was. And then just to cap the season off, he was facing the wrong way at Bathurst and faced the whole pack. Side by side in front of them, though, we've got Smolensky and Rob Graham. Oh, and Janowski nearly putting Graham in the wall.
Graham's going to try the outside on Smolensky here. Rob Graham on the inside. Oh, very close, and look how it's just...
That's ruined everyone on the inside.
It's ruined about 25 cars. Alex, look at this pack.
I hear contact.
Here comes John Roberts.
Oh,
he smashes into Robert Graham.
I don't think Rob Graham will be singing the Auld Lang Syne with Roberts.
Oh dear, no.
But here comes Janowski. He's going to try out the inside into Eau Rouge on John Roberts. He's got a bit of damage to the left-hand side of his car, to say the very least. He's still fighting, though.
Massive crash into the fence at Eau Rouge.
Battle for the lead as well. Melro v Bibby.
I don't know who it is. I don't know.
Oh, it's a black car. It's Steve Richardson.
Richardson spins. But there was someone in the fence before that.
That's why you're trying to look. Bibby v Melro was going at it. Hammer and Tong, same for battle in the battle for third. Newman and Jackie Losserman are going at it.
I'll keep you posted on that one. Oh, it was 45. And that is... Oh, Robert Graham was in the wall then. Hard.
Here comes Melro and Bibby. Bibby round the outside into Pouon. Let's see if this can work. He'll have the inside for the Fania chicane if he's able to stay alongside, and he's got a brilliant run on the exit. The CQRS line car of Melrose trying to hold on here.
Two-time Club Series champion, that series
Ooh,
now.
no!
Oh, contact at the Fania chicane. And Melrose is off.
Second, for the second time tonight, that's...
Oh, and from third as well.
Oh no,
Newman
Newman's
around.
off.
Newman spun.
Was it similar as well? Yes, it was a tap to the rear, and you can't save that in the MX-5, and upon goes Newman, so Lewis Bibby leads, Lotterman now second, Johnson third, Ververke fourth.
And Alex Simpson's famous quarter panel is even more effective in the MX-5. It's super effective. We saw Chembo Lukbasi and Mac Backham have a crash like that at the Parabolica, and Alex, it was similar again, wasn't it? Two race leaders hitting each other for no real reason.
Yep, that's it. Not giving each other enough room there.
And wasn't Bolukbasi's car the same shade of that teal colour?
I think it might well have been.
And Bibby's had the pink on it.
Oh, who's that off in the background? Someone around. Rizzo around.
Oh, sorry. Walensky nearly losing it. He was you could see in the car he was scrabbling with the wheel there to try and get it back under control.
I'm sorry. Just tickled me. We will start there, Roberts and Cheppy into the hairpin. Roberts going for it, but Chepalewski goes through easily. He's up into 14th place now, the Apex Racing driver. Yeah, the fact that Lewis Bibby's car's got the same shade of pink as Mac Backham's wheels, Alex, is it's ironic as well. What a great race that was at Monza as well. No time really to talk about that because we've got three wide in the background. It's between Stefan Hu, Diogo Melro, Alex Smolensky, and they've got an interloper there as well, Roy Ververke, the Belgian. Melro up the inside, bash into Hoog. I could see that coming a mile off, I'll be honest.
Yeah, who's going to get slowed down because of that as well?
Melro's not always the most subtle of drivers out there, I'll be honest with you. Oh, and he defends hard there from Alex Smolensky. Who hits him? And he's been disqualified, Melro.
That's the trouble when you start hitting people. You know, it only takes one more little tap and you're done. 3 contacts is all you can get out there in this series with the 11 incident. And
I'll be honest, that probably shouldn't have been a 4X, Alex, but it might have just been a 1X that was enough to get him.
Yeah, it could well have been. You're right.
Hoog still there, and who's that just behind them? It's Stuart McFadden making his way through nice up to 9th place. He started in 25th on the grid. All a bit crazy out there. Lewis Bibby leads by 4 seconds. They'll be very happy with that. Jackie Lotterman up to 2nd, and he needs some good luck after 2 crashes so far.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a howler.
He did finish the race though.
Meet, so yeah, good stint here.
He has finished at least one of the races though, Alex, and that's the thing, is we've seen already evidence of that in this car. Get to the finish and you'll be rewarded. And some of the drivers who are out, Rob Graham, Andrew Whitehead, Steve Hefford, Jamie Ayres, Simon Field and Michael Blake, they still might be within.
Oh, look at this. Sorry, Andrew. 3 wide
yes,
going into Blanchimont. Well, they thought about it.
Yes,
who is it?
Smolensky, Hoog and Newman. But they all sort each other out. Smolensky leading the way here in 4th, Stefan Hoog in 5th, 6th Newman, who might get into the back of him there going into the bus stop chicane. No way through there. We'll get 2 laps to go when we get to the line.
Newman, who's finished the last 2 BSR TC seasons in 12th place, made the showdown twice, once racing from his hospital bed in 2015. Some of these guys are going to need a stretcher after this, Adam.
Yeah, definitely. Martin Johnson and Jackie Lotterman, this could be a battle now on for 2nd and 3rd. Some big movers throughout the field. We've got Hoog up 19 positions, McFadden up 18, Nathan Davis up 21, Dan Hunt up 24 places. And Lotterman's got an appalling run on the exit of Eau Rouge through Razion.
Not a brilliant one, but he can possibly defend here, but it's going to be difficult. We've seen the effect of the slipstream, Alex, and looks like Johnson is going to take it here.
Yeah, he's going to have to go around the outside to complete it.
Background again.
Got to do it. No, he can't.
Look at Smolenski and Hoog and Newman.
Newman.
Newman's on the outside, hits Hoog. Hit Newman, spins.
Oh, Hoog just got
Newman is
disqualified as well.
Hoog's, oh, dear me, it's just poor that. See that again, you can just see it coming.
2 gone then. 2 down in Newman and Hoog.
Yeah.
Newman's got back going again though.
Frustrating from Hoog because obviously he's done nothing wrong there and just been turned in and been disqualified. I think he got hit,
like you said.
and he got hit by Melrose earlier on through not his fault as well. So you know he's practically been disqualified for things outside of his control.
What happens when you get bashed around though, as you said, 4x here, 4x there. I mean, look, but you've still got to try and put yourself in positions to avoid things. I'm not saying Stefan could have done anything, but in general, with that 11 incident limit, I think the drivers.
Yeah, but you've got to be alive to that, haven't
more,
you? And you've got to think about it. You're right.
Roy Butcher was disqualified on this lap as well. Stallion Chepelevsky battling away with Nathan Davis, who's finally got a good race. Opening 2 today haven't been good at all for him. Up 25 spots.
No, but he's on it now. That's what matters. 2 races to go. He could well redeem himself with 2 good finishes here. Stallion Chepelevsky's been he's been the victim of some poor grid positions, Alex, really so far.
Yeah, well, he's getting pushed back, doesn't he, a little bit? Works his way up, pushed back again, but just had a bit of a steady evening, I think. It's constantly in and around the top 10, though, so you have to feel like definitely got an opportunity to be sort of top scorer for the night.
Someone else is doing pretty well is Andy Shield. We saw him on the back of the lead pack at the end. Oh, who's that spun? It was Dries Nice right in front of Andy Shield. I thought I'd done the ultimate commentator's curse there. 2 seconds is all it would have taken. I saw a couple of those from yourself, Adam, the other night with the MX-5s.
Yeah, it was very easy, and some drivers were actually helped. So, yeah.
There was one poor bloke who said, "Oh, he's having a really good race." Smack.
Yeah, by a nice tap there by Ash Sutton. Someone's dropping down the order. I'm just trying to work out who it is on my timing screen, but it looks like it's settled down.
Dries Nice is
yeah, that's probably it.
And now Richard
Fadden v
Gore.
Smolenski as well.
Richard Gore versus Janowski into Eau Rouge as well, but that's a nothing, I think. Smolenski.
Bond and Malcolm as well. They're going to be going at it.
Weaving all over the place. I mean, surely that's not cricket, really, is it? That's like 4 moves. You know what I mean? Oh dear.
I've seen worse down that straight, I can tell you that.
I have seen worse.
In the World Championship as well, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
About 8 or 10, maybe even 12. It was ridiculous.
The thing is, there's
We
weaving
won't name any names.
There's weaving when you're about a second in front to sort of get rid of the slipstream, and then there's weaving when you're right in front of another car. I actually hope the stewards take a dim view of that. I hate people who do that. So you've got
Malcolm round the outside of I think that was Woodhouse. Got Matten just ahead of him as well.
Yes, it was.
Oh, Atkinson disqualified, I think.
Here comes Laura Bond as well. Laura Bond trying to attack Woodhouse as well. But we've got a man who's coming through the middle sector, who's had a fantastic race, really. Started from 5th. And although he did take out his main competition in Diogo Melrose, well, they took each other out somehow. But Lewis Bibby, who has had some charges up the field over the last couple of weeks, really taking this race by the scruff of the neck. He's 3 seconds clear of Jackie Lotterman. And as we go through the bus stop, Blanchemont first, and then the bus stop for the last time, really have to say that it's been a great performance by the Simpson Racing driver. Just 2 corners to go then for him. A great performance, Adam.
Fantastic job. Yeah, and he's not got too long to wait now to claim the victory. Lewis Bibby raced with him back in the World Series. Could have snatched the win off him there, but he's going to take the win here at Spa.
Yeah, wonderful performance by Bibby. I can hear contact at the bus stop. Oh, and that's the 2 Apex cars door to door. Who's going to take it between Chepelevsky and Davies? It will be Stelly and Chepelewski by 0.2 of a second. Close one between McIntyre and was it Daniel Hunt? It was. It was less than a tenth between them. McIntyre took that one. Are they still going out there, Alex?
Still going, yeah. There's, I don't think
Poor
there's
old
any,
Kip Stevens.
there's no real battles going on out there, though. They're all just sort of half a second back.
Poor old Kip Stevens, 1 minute and 50 seconds behind. And, yeah, it looks like he's in...
Yeah, he's in cruise
bother
control
out
right now, that's it. You just jumped on board with him.
Tell you what though, we've gone from 18 finishers in race 2 to at least, well, yeah, definitely 31 finishing on the lead lap in this third race.
33 cars eligible for points. That includes Stefan Hoog as well, so he might be able to get himself onto the front row of the grid with a reverse, with a full. Stuart Atkinson out on the last lap again. What happened to him?
Stefan Hoog?
No, Atkinson. Was he disqualified?
Oh no, let's have a look.
He was disqualified in...
through the tapes.
He was disqualified in the last race.
Alright, looks like it was on the exit of the corner with no name. Oh. Very weird. The 1X on the inside of the...
Did he go over the inside of the corner?
Yeah, I think that was the inside, yeah.
Oh.
I was expecting him to put two wheels into the AstroTurf on the exit, but I think he picked up a 1X from that.
And that was that, because he was only... he would have finished in about 18th, 19th place. So Stuart Atkinson, so much promise in this race meeting, but really he hasn't taken home the results when he's needed to. Adam, if you could take us through the finishing order then, as Kip Stevens is probably going to make it at some point during the week.
Okay, so Lewis Bibby takes the win. 2.1 seconds ahead of Jackie Lotterman, so a good opening race meeting of the season for him. Martin Johnson finishing in third, started third as well. Stuart McFadden fourth, Alex Walensky fifth, Andy Scheel finishing in sixth, Stelly Chepelewski seventh, Nathan Davis eighth, Jack McIntyre ninth, and rounding out the top 10, Dan Hunt. Dan Hunt again, 31 spots for him. I think that's probably the biggest out of the whole field. Cars that started inside the top 10 that finished there. We had 1, 2, 3. And that was it. 11th for Roy Ververke, started on the front row. And the man that started on the front row with him, Lorne Murray, finished behind him in 12th. Dries Neese in 13th. Richard Gore 14th after starting in 40th. Gain of 26 spots for him. Julian Janowski in 15th. John Roberts finishing in 16th. Christian Rose in 17th. Max Wright 18th. Andreas Katz in 19th place after starting in 39th. He was able to gain 20 spots during the race there, and Forster Matern rounding out the top 20. Scott Malcolm finishing in 21st, Mark Woodhouse 22nd, Laura Bonds 23rd, 24th for Pete Newman. Dave Christie managed to register a finish in the end, finished in 25th. Jan Martinson finishing in 26th, Cesare Rizzo 27th, Tristan Bodis in 28th, Simon Roden 29th, and Kip Stevens 30th. Stuart Atkinson 1 lap down, so we have another fall. He'll be able to benefit from that. Stefan Hoog 2 laps down, Rory Butcher also 2 laps down, Diogo Melro 3 laps down after getting turns whilst in the lead earlier on. Peter Van Gool 35th, 3 laps down, 36th Stephen Richardson, who we saw off in Eau Rouge at one point. Rob Graham 37th, 4 laps down, Andrew Whitehead 5 laps down, Steve Hefford also 5 laps down, Jamie Ayres 5 laps down as well, and Simon Field and Michael Blake didn't complete the first lap. They were probably off in Eau Rouge early on.
Not a very happy meeting for some guys out there, Alex, but you're about to make somebody's day with the Wheel of Fortune.
Ah, the wheel.
Did we have 3 consecutive falls?
It's not though this week, is it? It's the Christmas music.
Yeah, exactly. You're wrong. Fail. Miserable. Here we go then. Let's spin that. Where we get. Everybody going to grab their pitchforks and hunt Ashley down. They might be. They might well be. Oh, well, they are. Absolutely. 3 in a row.
Falls for all!
And for all the good fall. As
Stuart Atkinson starts on pole. A reward, you could say, for his disqualification. Second is
hang on, naughty behaviour is not supposed to be rewarded at this time of year. What's going on? Like bizarro world out here.
There
But it's
we
the
are.
second pole position for him, Adam, anyway, in the space of 3-4 rounds.
Oh, yeah. Kip Stevens There's no, nice guys always start second, you could say. And that's Kip Stevens, he's starting second. I might beg to differ there as well. Simon Roden starting in third. I'm definitely fine. Tristan Bodis in fourth, and Cesare Rizzo in fifth. Many apologies will be sent out following this broadcast, I think.
And that's only until you race with these guys again. 2 minutes 21. Kip Stevens is down, but he will be on the front row of the grid, so he'll be happy with that, I'm sure. He won't need a second invitation to start at the front. Right then, after that nonsense, we've still got another race to go here at Spa, so join us again here on Apex Racing TV, where we will have round 8 of the season of the British Sim Racers Winter Series.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
The final round of the evening here at Spa-Francorchamps on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. The BSR Winter Series in the Mazda MX-5. Andrew Woodhouse, Alex Simpson and Adam Bath. And it's also the last race before Christmas, Adam.
So, excuse me as I'm wolfing down food, you caught me. It was the third night before Christmas, and we're here at Spa-Francorchamps. And yeah, it's not so silent night, so we'll be bringing out the puns, I think, over the next 6 laps. We've just gone to a minute before the grid as Nathan Davis spins right around.
Alex, before you fire Adam, have you got any comments on what this race is going to bring us, do you think?
I think it's going to be a fun race. Let's see what goes on.
If anybody's left at the end,
I was about to say, place your bets now with how many people we're going to have left on this one. So, it's just a little dark out there.
Yes, they might, like we said off air, they might all be sleeping in heavenly peace at the end of this one because it's dark out there, it's dangerous, and to be honest, this field of drivers in this car pretty dangerous in the daytime, Alex.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've seen some pretty hefty retirements already in this one, so yeah, this could be interesting.
And as we saw in the BSRTC, Adam, and the Club Series for that matter, I raced here in the darkness of Spa. It's not a very well lit track, this, is it?
No, as Paul Smith was saying back in the Club Series, it was like tin lanterns for lights. Very atmospheric, obviously, but yeah, not what you want in a car in a field as close as this. I'll run you through the grid then for the final time before Christmas. Kip Stevens starting on pole position, Simon Roden second, Tristan Bottis third, Cesare Rizzo fourth, Jan Martinson in fifth, Dave Christie up in sixth. So yeah, I was with him on Sunday. Let's just point that out. 7th, Pete Newman. 8th, Laura Bond. 9th, Mark Woodhouse. 10th, Scott Malcolm. 11th, 4th, Forster Matern. Andy Katz in 12th. Max Wright in 13th. Christian Rose 14th. 15th, John Roberts. 16th, Julian Janowski. 17th, Richard Gore. 18th, Dries Nice. 19th, Lorne Murray. And 20th, Roy Viverke.
It's quite a dodgily aligned grid at the back, isn't it, as well? The grid hatchings are well off track there, but someone who might be on track for first victory of the season is the man on pole position. That's Kip Stevens. We'll see what he can do. 2 times BSRTC champion. As the revs are rising and 42 MX-5s do battle for the 4th time tonight.
Green, green, green.
The green light is on
God,
here.
it's already started. Someone didn't
Somebody
move off the
didn't
grid.
get off the line. Be careful.
It was Dave Christie. Commentator cursed him there.
Commentator was cursed this time. Christie, not really like Linford Christie off the line, was he, Alex?
No, not at all.
Look at this scene now. This is the only really well-lit bit of the track. That's easy for me to say. And up the hill through Eau Rouge now, the MX-5s providing their own light in the situation. And Kip Stevens under pressure from Simon, not from Simon Roden, from Cesare Rizzo, is it?
Andreas Katz also up the move, up 7. He's up 7 spots since the start of the race.
Who's that up the middle? 58. Tristan Bottis. Bottis might be into the lead here. And he is.
Up 2 spots. Rizzo might try and follow him through. Rizzo holds on to his 2nd spot. Stevens down to 3rd there. Newman up in 4th place. 3 spots. Then it's Katz. Oh no.
It's Max Wright. 1 round.
Oh, I hear contact. Where is it? Oh dear.
There's
it's
a
Richard
bit
Gore.
of it. Off goes. I think that's...
No. Oh no.
I don't know who that is. I think it's Rose. It's Christian Rose.
Oh, about 5 cars just piled into each other.
And it's 24, which is the fast starting Jackie Lotterman. So a lot of problems for Lotterman. And you're on about tin lanterns. This is more like Tin Can Alley in the first lap. Alex, bit of chaos there.
Yep, a little bit, but for the most part, most survived. Only I think 5 cars caught up in that, maybe 6. So not too bad.
Spread the field somewhat.
Oh, Stevens versus Newman. Newman up the inside through the Fania chicane. This is a battle over the final spot on the podium here on the second half of lap 1.
Showdown contenders, these two. Previous seasons. Of course, Stevens, a 2-time champion before the showdown was implemented. That was in 2015.
Here comes Rizzo for the lead then. He's got a good run on the exit of Stavelo and Curve Paul Frere. And it looks like he might be able to get the move done by the time we get to Blanchimont. And Bodis will be on the inside.
Cesare Rizzo might be into the lead here. If he goes around the outside of Blanchimont, you can see his car twitching as he struggles for grip in the MX-5. And look at Pete Newman up the middle. He might get this job done here.
Oh no,
he might
Stevens,
take the
watch
lead
out.
to the bus
He
stop.
caused chaos a few races ago.
Stevens is looking on the outside as well. He might be into second place past his buddy Rizzo.
Also, the front row of the grid have got themselves back there again. It looks like here comes Rizzo.
Not something we always see in the reverse grid races. Well, Simon Roden was on the front of the grid, wasn't he? And he's dropping down slightly.
He's 10th, yeah.
And now this could be a chance for Newman to stretch his legs if these two behind are battling Stevens and Rizzo side by side in the Martini car and in the Lemmings car. What a great game Lemmings was, by the way. As into Eau Rouge they go. Rizzo is through. So chairs up to second place. Excuse me. Oh, very wide for Newman, Alex.
Oh, where's he going?
That's in the pit lane exit.
Well, takes the 1X, but doesn't lose too much time. There's a great battle going on further back. Oh, look at this. We just jumped on board. And this is Melro, Hoog, Janowski, Dan Hunt's in there as well. It's just crazy. Surely this is not going to end well.
This is not going to go well tomorrow, phrase from a commentator.
A very drunk one. Oh.
Let's see if it does go well then. 3 by 2 by 2 by 2. Oh, wide is the 19 of Jack McIntyre. He's trying to battle with Stefan Hoon. Excuse me. Daniel Hunt is there as well. Who's that in the... Oh, there's contact. And that's Melro around.
It's Melro.
It's Melro and Steve Hefford. He's just hit Diogo Melro.
Oh, Andy Shell's out of there as well.
Oh, Melro does a spin turn in the middle of the road as well.
Smoke everywhere.
Smoke everywhere.
Rizzo again, trying to shape up Kip for a move. Andy Katz just behind him.
Newman might get away at this rate, you know. He's definitely trying hard, is Pete Newman. His team famously took a 1-2-3 Adam at Brands Hatch in, I think it was season 7.
A long time ago, pretty much a year to the day.
Newman's gone from the team manager, actually, to its leading driver, and then, of course, Simpson Racing, which it's now known as, or it was this season at least.
Oh, Katz going for the move on Rizzo.
Newman now driving for CQR.
He's going up in the world even more. Oh, and Katz close there to Rizzo. Watch out for Tristan Bodis to get in the mix here.
See what Bodis can do then against Andreas Katz and Woodhouse.
Blimey. And he's gone. Well, Bodis back on again.
Very wide, Bodis.
Rosen's dropping down the order, but he just lost one position.
Oh, he's spun, that's why.
Oh, yeah, he's off
crashed.
And he's out. Oh, he got...
oh, no, he didn't get any help, I don't think.
No, he tried to take the outside line, which involved going off, and then there's no grip out there, and off he went.
AstroTurf, and that's what happens, isn't it?
Woodhouse and Bodis as well, continuing the battle. Just coming through turn 1. Who else is that? A little bit further back, I see someone side by side. I think that was Max Wright and John Roberts, is it?
I think Woodhouse is through there. Mark Woodhouse, ahead of Bodis.
Yeah,
Not for long, maybe, though. Scott Malcolm will get involved, Alex, as well.
Yeah, got a good run, did Scott, so he might even be able to get up and get to Mark. Don't want to be leading down the Kemmel Straight, that's for sure.
Not on the final lap. We saw with Andreas Katz in race 1. Excuse me.
Was there a little jet booster lemming character? Because that's what that's what Woodhouse needed right there. He didn't get one.
Well, you never know with
Probably part of the deal.
In this race, he might need the one with the parachute.
Matt Turn also up inside the top 10.
Oh, Bibby was dropping down the order, but he's back, so
he's
obviously
back,
just a connection issue.
Bibby's having all sorts of problems with his internet, it looks like. Look at this into the hairpin. That's who?
Yeah, that's
Chepelevsky, McIntyre.
Janowski in there as well. Yeah.
No, sorry, he's not.
That's Martinson.
Martinson, different Alpha Tech car.
Oh, someone's gone on, and it's Hoog.
He disappeared.
Yeah,
it's got to be that's got to be a disqualification, I think.
Martinson's through in poo on, is he? On.
Oh, just drifting that back end out through there as well. Look great.
Very good on Hefford. Joel Martinson going to make that move stick. He might, but look at this. His teammate, McIntyre, he wants some of that into the Fanias chicane. Martinson goes around the outside, hangs it around there. Oh, nicely done. Cuts off Hefford at the exit. Oh, he left the door open. He hits his teammate as well at the same time. Well, he opened the door in Jack McIntyre's face there somewhat.
Not sure how much of the track people can see. Some of my screens see the track lovely, but some of them not so much.
Wonder if the headlights get damaged at all.
So with your triple screens, you'd be able to have a nice view of that. And let's look at this.
Again.
Woodhouse, Malcolm, Mattern, McFadden.
Oh my word!
A couple of others involved as well. Bodice is still in the battle. 49 is Scott Malcolm. 37 is Woodhouse. If Woodhouse can
trying
get
to
through.
tag onto that as well.
I'm a little biased here. Come on, Mark.
The road's getting nicely lit by all these guys.
No relation, of course. Oh, he's done a good job there, placing the car on the
three
apex.
wide into turn one. That was good. No contact.
Clean.
Oh,
Good clean stuff.
close.
Although McFadden and Bibby almost made it their mission to just unclean all that good work.
Going to be too wide, a few deep, I think, here through Eau Rouge.
Bodice and McFadden
Going
sideways.
nowhere.
Bodice needs to be careful he doesn't cut the course. Bodice was sideways, and that's giving him a pot. Oh, he did cut the course, Alex.
Easily done, just on the top there. And it's a killer.
Oh, and Cat's looking for second
That's on
place.
Stevens, yeah.
On Stevens, but Stevens breaking very late into Lacombe. Good work by him. And McFadden on Malcolm. Scotsman battling.
Bibby and Davis side by side as well. Through
Here
Lacombe,
comes
out
Nathan.
through Malmedy.
Yeah, nice move by Davis, Alex. He's not had the best of luck tonight.
Here comes McFadden then up the inside of Malcolm. Two Scots going at it here.
We saw that earlier, Adam. McFadden having a move into Rivage. And actually what he did was he sort of frightened Scott Malcolm into a little bit of a mistake, it looks like. Oh, he twitched through the corner with no name. Big problems there for McFadden. Here comes Davis. Davis on the outside for Pouon. Very difficult to go around the outside there. You're not really going to manage that.
Maybe almost close to contact there with Nathan Davis into Pouon.
Davies can pick up the slipstream. He's going to be able to clear Lewis Bibby, but maybe is he going to have a look into Fanias? No, I think that's a smart move. Whoa! And Davies nearly hits McFadden. Wasn't a lot of room for error there, you have to say. Where's the battle now then? Oh, the battle really that we're watching. Oh, five. Oh, mistake. Who's that? Off into the gravel. It's McFadden.
Back on just behind Stelian Chepalevsky, who gets through.
And here comes, is it Mattern? Thorsten Mattern.
And Tristan Bodice, who was at the front briefly earlier.
Oh! McFadden almost quarter-panelled Mattern.
Yeah, gone.
And that was a silly thing to do, really, when you've only got one incident left.
That's just 7/10 of a second back now, so Newman had a little bit of clear air for a while, but he's under pressure now.
Alex, if there's one thing that we have seen tonight, is that about 80% of these disqualifications are completely avoidable.
Well, yeah, and I get this is really what comes to what we were saying earlier on. The guys just obviously have to learn, you know, the limits of the car, you know, in close proximity as well. It seems like, you know, the 4X is a lot easier to come by, where in the Kia they were able to bump and bash a little bit more, and they can't do that.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I suppose this is the rookie car, isn't it? So I suppose the rookies have to be taught a lesson if they're bumping and bashing everywhere. But
here comes Katz then.
Not what these drivers are used to.
Here comes Katz, yeah. 4 cars at the front.
Newman.
Oh, here comes.
Newman can't even see the corner at this point.
And Rizzo going on Stevens.
Katz into the lead. 1.5 laps to go.
Oh no!
What?
Rizzo losing the car, but he's able to get back going again.
Oh,
Now
these guys are 8 seconds ahead of Woodhouse.
Now it's these 3 cars of BSR.
There's a problem for Davies there. I think he missed the corner.
Yeah, dropping
He was
down.
on the outside. Oh, he got hit by Malcolm.
Delian having a look on Malcolm as well on the inside.
I'll be
So
amazed if all
Ravage.
these.
Oh, get squeezed a bit, but
I'll be amazed if all these cars get to the end, Alex. Surely some of them are marginal on incidents.
2 more laps to go. Well, 1.5 now.
Pepe
Bibby,
trying to hook the
Bibby
inside.
with his connection, blinking in and out.
Pepe going for it into Pouon.
Oh,
Oh,
close.
sideways is Malcolm. Oh, and he's hit by Chepelevsky.
Oh, and he's gone.
And he's disqualified.
Which saved, I think, a few other drivers. They had to take some evasive action there.
He was already going, was Malcolm, but such is the nature of Pouon, Alex, that he just was spinning towards sort of the racing line.
Yeah. Yeah, well, unfortunately, would have got the 2x for it as well, so.
Yeah, that's right, because of the spin.
Yep.
Now, what can Pete
Hello.
Newman do here against Andreas Katz? We've got a lap to go when we come through this time. Is he going to try and make a move? No, he's not. He's going to stick behind through Blanchimont. Might use the slipstream into the bus stop, Adam.
Yeah, don't rule Stevens out either. These 3 kings of BSR racing cars round Spa.
Ah, very good. Good. Oh, and Newman, he's going to try the cutback here on Katz. That's worked beautifully for him.
Fantastic
Might try and
run.
make the move. Go to the inside, Pete, if you can, I would say, but
Surely he's going to wait. He's going to
Waiting.
sit there, give himself the best opportunity, get that move done, going into Lecumbe.
this
1
is
lap
now
to
the
go.
final lap. So
Makes
who's
it
going to
very,
take
very
it?
difficult, doesn't it,
Oh.
for Katz to fight back. Katz takes the 1x, wants the best exit he possibly can. Obviously got a few spare.
Okay then, 7 kilometres left of racing here. I don't know whether Stevens is just laying back for a good run-up or not, but you can definitely tell
He'll
that
get
Newman
one.
fancies the lead, yeah.
He'll definitely get one as well. It's going to be enough for him. He might come into play later on in the lap. Newman comes out of the slipstream. Is he going to clear Andreas Katz before Lecumbe? It's going to be very close. The German on the inside, the Englishman on the outside. Newman's going to have to be late on the brakes here. They're all late on the brakes. Newman, does he make it into Lecumbe? He does. That's a fantastic passing move by Newman. And Katz has to settle for second place at the moment, but he might not be able to settle because Kip Stevens, Alex, to borrow a phrase from the old days, is right up his sphincter now.
Yeah. Yeah, anything could happen here in this closing lap.
And
Katz.
it usually does.
Newman, yeah, it usually does it. And Newman leading, Katz second, Stevens third. 3 veterans of the British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship.
Don't rule out Katz of having a lunge up the inside into the bus stop. We've seen so far tonight he's very good around this second half of the lap.
Which we're pleased to announce as well. Still backed by iRacing for 2017, the BSR TC. Very pleased for that as well. Also, BSR Formula Renault is coming soon. Apex Racing TV. But the matter at hand now is the Mazda MX-5s. With half a lap to go through the Fanning chicane. Into Stavolo. Newman has to defend. Katz setting him up for a good run through Curve Paul Frere. And follow very well through here. Here it comes, Alex. Here's the chance.
Great run. Maybe too much of a good run coming out of that corner because he hasn't got the draft that he would have wanted. Completely off. He's going to have to go around the outside of Blanchimont.
Don't rule out Stevens here.
Stevens might just throw it up the inside into the bus stop if he gets a good run. These
Times
two
as
aren't going
well.
to be able to go full pelt through Blanchimont. Katz stay on the outside. Newman now is forced to go onto the outside. Here, Skip Stevens. He's going to try and go up the middle into the bus stop. It doesn't work. Stevens is around. Katz goes into the bus
Newman's
stop.
disqualified.
Newman's
Newman gets
disqualified. Andreas Katz wins the final round at Spa. Oh, what a shame. What a shame for Pete Newman.
Rizzo
But joy
second.
for Cesare Rizzo, who finishes second. Kip Stevens will take third place, but
Fireworks.
surely, Adam, a penalty's forthcoming for him.
Yeah, definitely. It was.
He had to go for it.
I mean, he was going to go for it. Unfortunately, up through the middle, wasn't going to end well, was it? And yeah, Newman turned into the corner, and I think it quickly became a 4x for Stevens, and that was what disqualified him. And yeah, such a shame. Who got second place in the end? It was Rizzo. Stevens managed to limp home in third. Dan Hunt managing to cross the line in fourth in the end.
Yeah, and a really, really good race. And Alex, a thoroughly enjoyable meeting there, mate. I really thought that was great.
Yeah, good meeting. Good way to round off, before the holidays, and we get to watch a firework display as well.
Yeah, brilliant. As the night draws in at Spa, and these drivers, well, they've earned their rest, I think, over the winter break. Very long season of the BSRTC. And a couple of great rounds of the Winter Series to finish. So, Adam, if you can, for the final time in 2016, take us through the finishing order for these guys here at Spa.
Okay, so Andreas Katz takes the win then. Cesare Rizzo second, Kip Stevens completing the podium, Dan Hunt finishing fourth, Lewis Bibby fifth, Mark Woodhouse finishing in sixth, Stain Chapelevsky 24th to 7th. Gain there of 17 places. Lewis Bibby up 25 incidentally. Nathan Davis finishing in 8th. 9th for Tristan Bottas. Jack McIntyre 10th. 11th for Forster Matern with 12th. Probably the biggest move throughout the whole field in Steve Hefford. Up 27 positions from 39th to 12th. Jan Martinsen finishing in 13th. Julian Janowski 14th. 15th Lorne Murray, 16th Max Wright, 17th Simon Field, 18th Roy Verke, 19th Stuart Atkinson, and 20th for Christian Rose. 21st place for Michael Blake, 22nd John Roberts, 23rd Stephen Richardson, 24th Alex Smolensky, 25th for Andrew Whitehead. Jamie Ayres finishing in 26th. Rory Butcher, the last car on the lead lap, in 27th. Pete Newman, one lap down, disqualified at the very end. 29th for Scott Malcolm. And 30th for Peter Van Gool. Bob Graham, 2 laps down in 31st. Simon Roden, 32nd after starting on the front row of the grid. Stuart McFadden disqualified, finishing in 33rd. Laura Bond in 34th. Stefan Hoog disqualified in 35th. Dries Nis, not the best last 2 races for him. Diogo Melro, 37th. It hasn't been as nice at all. Turned around twice and finishing 5 laps down in race 4. Andy Shield finishing in 38th. Dave Christie, 39th. So, again, it didn't start too well, did it? It started 6th, then didn't get moving away from the line. And then it just went downhill from there. Martin Johnson finishing in 40th. And 41st, Richard Gore. And 42nd, after what had been a good race meeting up to that point, was a Jackie Lotterman. Incidentally, Andreas Katz saying that he couldn't see a thing out of his MX-5 and saying it was the best win ever for him.
Well, he's had quite a few wins over his career, so I think I've got to say that must rank pretty highly. Alex, it was a good drive out there, wasn't it?
Very good drive. I think that front 3, great little battle out there. Yeah, shame right at the end that it happened as it did, but still, good. Good meeting all round, and I think I know they decided to keep the instant limit intact, and I think the drivers are just going to have to work out how aggressive they can and can't be to ensure that they don't get disqualified, because there's a lot of that going on at the moment. So. It's certainly going to change the series a little bit from what we'd seen from the Kias. So I think they're just struggling to get to grips with that throughout the pack. But
I really do think that it will be better for the long haul. I think.
I think they need to leave it. I really do.
They do. I think so, and I think we need to leave it as well, because we've been on for nearly 3 hours, gents. So. We apologise for anybody who wanted to come in for an interview, but we will try and get to you after the winter break. Perhaps it's been a fantastic year in the BSRTC and for Apex Racing TV. And Adam, well, we look forward to more of it next year, of course.
Yeah, we started off the season just like we are at the moment with the Winter Series. Jamie Fluke taking a win there. And then we did did it all again, didn't we? We had the Pro Series from March all the way through pretty much every single week, minus when we were all off at Silverstone, all the way through to November there. Fantastic job for Savidovic to get his second BSR TC title. And yeah, we've seen plenty of action over the year and plenty to look back on as well. Plenty of funny moments as well. So yeah, 2017, can't wait to see what that brings. We've got plenty more series. We've got the Renault starting in conjunction with the rejuvenation of the Apex Racing League. We've got the Pro Series returning and the BSRTC. We've got the MX-5s. Don't think we're letting go of them once this Winter Series finishes. They'll be on Sunday nights. Yes. And we've got the reunification of the World Series and the Club Series. That'll be now on a Saturday night. So the BSR expanding even further into 2017. So plenty to look forward to next year.
Yeah, and we've got all sorts lined up on Apex Racing TV. And Alex, I know you've got a lot on the plate for next year. And, well, what's been some of the best moments of this year for yourself?
I think the highlight of the season was going to Sim Racing Expo, meeting all the people, face to face that we've raced for years.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to doing that again next year, of course.
We will definitely
get as many people as we can. It'd be love to get loads of the BSR people there, and have a real massive session, when we're there as well. So, it really wasn't an expensive weekend for us, was it, at all? I mean, the accommodation was really, really reasonable. Flights were really cheap, and it was just, out on the Friday and back on the Monday. Long weekend. It was great. Let's see if we can't get as many people there next year as possible.
And I have my suspicions that next year is going to be, put it this way, an even longer weekend, but I will not say any more about that. Right. So, thanks everybody for your support over this year. We've really enjoyed it, and we've really appreciate all the kind words and all the support we've got from everybody, really, from iRacing, especially from iRacing, because without them, we couldn't have done most of the things that we've done. So thank you for that. And from all of us here, from myself, Andrew Woodhouse, from Adam Bath and Alex Simpson, it's goodbye from the BSR Winter Series. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2017.